Hey everyone, Pan Bam Richard here, and welcome back to the Tales of Marathon Stream 2. Once again, this portion of this part of the stream is going to be post-commentary, but we'll only be going for about an hour or so until we revert back to the original commentary, which the audio will be back to normal as well. And joining me along here as well is my friend Kip.
Hello again.
Yes, and this dungeon here is going to be a lot of navigating the maze we have here. There's a lot of block pushing going around here, and because of that, there are also going to be a lot of battles we'll be running into. So if you like to see some more classic PlayStation 2D action, well, you're here for the right place.
I mean, I like the sprites in this game quite a bit.
Yeah, they're so chubby and like chibi-ish in a sense. Like they don't really go back to this after this game because oh no, what am I saying? They do Fantasia, which goes back to this sort of like art style, but then after Fantasia is Eternia, and it's more like they get a little bit more slimmer, for a lack of a better term.
I think this style has a lot of like 90s charm to it. That's a little bit missing from the other style. Not that the other style is bad, it just is different.
Yeah, it's very different, and like that reminds me too, because like they remade obviously they remade Fantasia, but they remade it like on the PSP for the first time, and then when they updated the graphics, I was like, all right, that's cool, but at the same time, it's like part of me was like missing the squishiness of that 90s style, you know?
There's a lot of 90s charm to this game in general, and to Fantasia, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking watching you do that I don't think there's any reason to pull it up instead of pushing it, and then you're just trapped.
Yeah, that's a lot of that as well, and I think we covered in the last part how much like I try to remember some puzzles but not really, and trying to keep up a conversation while playing live at the same time, and producing you know how it all just comes into fruition like that. This is basically another one of those times. Don't do that.
I don't think there's actually another puzzle. I don't think there actually is a puzzle in this place where you have to do that either. So you went the hard way around and just trapped yourself.
Yeah, there's a lot of this that I try to remember while I'm playing during the stream, but then when the actual stream happens, like if I end up forgetting, then I end up in scenarios like this.
I'm just giving you shit because we're the popcorn gallery.
Yeah, I know. That's usually how it is nowadays too. Like, whenever there's always an audience, they always like to give shit to the people who's like playing live and all that jazz. But right now,
there's much on the live stream of that though.
What was that?
I don't think there was much of that, like when this was actually live in the live sections.
Well, I did look back through all the footage, and there was plenty of it from what I've seen. So, I like to look back at the past favorably too, but there were definitely times when people in the chat were enjoying my suffering and pain and so on and so forth.
I meant in the co-commentary though. Of course the chat's going to be like that.
Oh yeah. Of course, chat's gonna be like that. Co-commentary, I guess it just depends on the person who's joining along. Like sometimes they're nice and pleasant, and other times they just want to like joke around for their amusement and the chats.
And other times they just argue about the definition of turquoise.
Yes. And I think that'll be coming up like in the next day.
That's a while
actually.
From now.
Yes, that's a while from
now.
now.
I think this is only 3 days long, so it would be the next day because this is day 2.
Yeah. Basically. Or you could also check out the highlight. I think it's called like old school puzzles or something along those lines. Like it's the second Destiny highlight you can see on the website at talesofmarathonstream.wordpress.com or on the YouTube channel through the highlights there. I think that went for like 25 or 26 minutes, that entire...
I think the highlight was only like 12 minutes though.
Yeah, it was around there, like 12 or so minutes. It was like, man, that puzzle took such a long time to get through.
I mean, I think it would have been faster if you hadn't had like 4 people on co-commentary.
Yeah. that's the usual thing when it comes to the streams as well. But you know what? That's part of the fun. Like, you get to share the enjoyment of the game with everybody else and trying to figure it out as well. You know, it's the little things like that.
True.
So I also remember this is actually recorded after we got the video for the sales, and before the previous part, it wasn't. The video wasn't out at the time, and I do like how they mentioned the producer Tomizawa. He mentioned how how Tales of Destiny was like #1 selling game in the entire franchise, and he did bring up a good point. How it was impressive. The number was impressive because it did not include any download numbers, because Destiny was never available on like any download service, like not even the PS2 version or the PS1 version. So for it to hold that title against games like Fantasia, which had like ports and remakes, like both versions of Fantasia were on the PSN store, and Eternia, which was like number 3 on the list, which also had like a re-released on the PSN store as well. Like, it's really impressive for Destiny to achieve those numbers without download help.
Oh wow, I hadn't actually sat down and watched that video, I'd just seen summaries of it. But that is a good point.
And then they're like making a joke, oh, we should bring Destiny overseas. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be really nice. I
already did that, but you should do it again. You should bring Director's Cut over.
Yes, sorry, I forgot. We're kind of playing the first. Yeah, you know what? That's actually kind of interesting. Like, because like those sales, like they were just focused on like the European and Asian sales for Tales of Destiny, and they didn't mention like. Well, I guess they did. Now you can tell like I haven't watched the full video either. But
I believe the rankings was just that Destiny was the highest for Asia, and I think that that Symphonia might have been worldwide highest. I know it was North American highest.
Yeah, somewhere around those lines. Like I know for sure Symphonia was the highest, and it's just it is really interesting to see Symphonia being the highest, because I thought for some reason Vesperia would have overcame it, considering how popular that game became.
I think maybe because the original release was so hard to get a hold of, and the newer release is kind of like a re-release of an old game that never sells nearly as well.
Oh, for Vesperia?
Yeah. Like, it had a lot of hype around it, but...
Yeah, I guess. But I remember, like, hearing people talk about Vesperia. Like, I don't know, this is all my own personal experiences, but I feel like people know about how popular Vesperia is because of secondhand information. Because, like, I keep hearing it, like, in, like, game stores and all that when people have casual conversations about it from, like, the E3 at the time. And it's like, I didn't think Vesperia would go that far in terms of its reach. But
I think it's just that it has a lot of hype because its fans were really mad about PS3 Vesperia and Flynn and Patty.
I guess that could also... Yeah, what am I saying? Like, I've seen so many times when I used to be a part of Abyssal Chronicles, like, all the comments about Vesperia PS3. It feels like it's been eons and eons ago, but I still remember that still being a thing, like, before the remaster was announced, like, 3 years ago. But man, I forgot that was a phase. I completely forgot.
One.
Yeah, not that one. Oh, I feel so bad for like the person who posted it, and like, everybody was like going, you know what? I think it was like, it's funny because like
that must have felt so good as a social media manager, though.
Yeah, I know. Like the social media managers, they look like they're having a field day with that, because I think it was like the UK one was like poking fun at the European one, because it was the European one that made the tweet, and the UK one's like, why'd you guys do this? It's like, stop hurting me, or something like that. Stop teasing me. It's just, it was quite the time, and I remember seeing that while I was at school. I was like, wow, I can't believe this happened. But hey, you know what? Vesperians really wanted their Vesperia to come out.
And of course now, if you look under the tweets from any of the official Tales accounts, it's moved on to the other unlocalized games whining constantly.
Yeah.
They're not all, like, united under the same banner, though, like fucking Vesperia was.
No, Vesperia was, like, its own beast. And it even got to the point where it's like, you know, I think we talked about this a while back, where it's like, people are, like, tweeting to Abyssal Chronicles, can you release Vesperia? I was like, what? We're just a fan site. We can't do anything about that. It was like, oh, my goodness. Just... there, and I think you actually responded to that. It's like, hey, AC, can we get Vesperia on the Game Boy? And I'm like, here you go. I tweeted the picture for Narakiri Dungeon Game Boy with Photoshop Yuri, Estelle, and Repeat. I remember that now. Holy smokes. That was like around 2015 we were getting those tweets. It was just... I'm just glad it's out now. I'm glad it was remastered, so that way... Yeah, exactly. They moved on to something else, but they weren't as like huge as the Vesperians were back then. Jeez.
The fan base has been pacified. I will say that, like, being in the fandom and not playing Symphonia, you get the impression that everyone on the planet except you has played Symphonia. So I'm not at all surprised that it's the most purchased game.
Yeah, and I'm still sort of like frustrated that you kind of got spoiled on the game a lot, even though, like, you know, you haven't even played through it, like, from start to finish. So it's like, you know, like, I get it that it's popular, but I kind of wish that they would be a bit more mindful for the people who haven't played the games, basically.
I mean, in my case, I don't mind major plot spoilers, but I think that I'm somewhat rare in that respect. Like, I only really care about dialogue spoilers. And that
Fair
kind
enough.
of...
Yeah, that's fair. But, you know, like, it is kind of interesting as well, because, like, you know, whenever now I think, like, the hordes are coming in for Super Smash Brothers. Whenever... What's up?
That's another big thing the fandom is all upset about.
Yeah, and I don't know, like, for me, I'm okay with any Tails character. I remember having this conversation with somebody else a couple months ago. I'm like, I'll take what I can get. Like, any Tails character is fine. If it's Lloyd, cool. If it's Crest, cool. If it's, like, the new character for Tales of Arise, cool. Like, I'll take anybody as long... What's up?
I think they should put Repeat in.
Oh, you know what? Actually, Repeat would be really interesting. Like, I will take what I can get. Like, Repeat would be really awesome, considering,
I mean, Vesperia Definitive was on Switch, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It was.
Honestly, I just went for Repeat, because I don't think there's many huge Repeat fans, because he kind of just barks.
Yeah. Oh, that actually reminds me, because, like... Yeah, exactly. He's just a dog, so it's pretty easy to localize over. No need to pay for fees or anything. That actually reminds me, I was trying to get a friend to get into playing Vesperia, and he was like, he couldn't stand Repeat, personally, because, like, he could tell, like, Repeat was voiced by an actual person, and the barks, the man-made barks were sort of like, I'm not using Repeat in battle. I'm like, oh, you know, it's up to you. Woof. Bark.
2 barks.
Yes, I was just about to say, I saw that tweet cross my timeline, and I'm like, I can't believe somebody did that. What's the other thing? Like, I don't know, like, because, like, I haven't played the 360 version that much, but I kind of want to see if, like, that was actually a thing in the original version, because if they carried that over, then, okay, it was still a weird choice, but I get it. But if it was, like, an added scene for the remaster, I'm like, why did you guys localize it as 2 barks? Doesn't make any sense.
Repeat has much added quote-unquote dialogue in PS3.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, there's still, like, the whole snowboarding minigame, but I don't know, they could... I actually haven't played the snowboarding minigame myself.
I think the 2 bark screenshot was maybe from his quote-unquote conversation with the final boss.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely was. But I don't know. I'm not really too deep into Vesperia to know about it too much, unlike a lot of people. And yeah, sorry to say that I may not be as well versed in the knowledge, but I'll do my best for the actual marathon when it happens. But yeah, it definitely did happen during the final boss. That's for sure. I just don't know if that actually happened in the 360 version or not. I'm guessing it did. Now that I'm thinking about it, it probably did.
Yeah, I do think that he talks with the final boss in the 360 version. Or rather, the final boss talks to him and treats him like a person. Because that's just how he is as a person. It's not even surprising.
Yeah, honestly, that is very in character for the final boss after all, now that you put it that way. That makes more sense. That actually makes a lot more sense. So yeah, a lot of these like battles we're running into, we do get to see a little bit of Carol Johnny in action. So you kind of get to see his like adorable little sprite going about and singing songs and all that jazz. I kind of wish I could have got the audio of him singing, but unfortunately I can't with editing magic. There's only so far the magic can go. Oh.
Oh, there's a light puzzle in here, isn't there? Either that or your screen is going bad.
Yes, it is. It certainly is. Okay, that was the first time I saw that happen here. Anyway, you guys will know what we're talking about. We're just gonna keep on going here with some more battles and whatnot. But yeah, it's just like there's a lot to this dungeon where it's just like trying to figure out where to go, and that's pretty much like a staple with all these old school RPGs and whatnot, which I do welcome. I love it when it does that because like you don't really see it as much in like modern Tales games. I remember when I was playing through Tales of Destiny 2 and they had like the tightrope puzzle, for example. I was like, oh man, this is so old school. I love it. Like, and then Natalie's like, you want me to solve it for you? Like, no, I'm gonna solve this myself. Let me figure this out.
And I think it's sweet that they include like a pity option though.
Yeah.
Because I have been playing Symphonia thanks to a certain someone, and I have been having trouble with a very early fucking dungeon because I can't get the puzzle done, even though I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Wow, that person really wanted you to go through the Symphonia dungeons, huh? Must be a terrible person. Wait, which dungeon was it? Which one was it? I'm actually curious.
Like literally the second one after you get kicked out of Aselia. The first one after that.
Oh, it's not the one like when you get trapped in that base.
The enemies on the fucking panels, it's the worst.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, at the very least, it teaches you about hey, you could freeze enemies with a sorcerer's ring. I bet you never tried that before in other Tales games.
I'm pretty sure you can do it in a lot of them.
Yeah, I think after that Tales game, you started to be able to freeze them from then on forward.
I think you can do it in Abyss?
Yeah, you can do it in Abyss, you can do it in Vesperia. Man, Sorcerer's Ring's been around for a while, but I think they dropped it after Graces, if I recall correctly.
You get the Sorcerer's Ring in, I believe, Berseria.
Oh yeah, you do.
You never really get to use it like a Sorcerer's Ring, I think, though.
Yeah, it's more...
Because your option of setting things on fire is literally fucking kindling.
Kindling? Man, it's been so long since I've played
That's fucking Ivan gives you. That's literally the plot excuse for you can set things on fire now.
Huh. Man, alright, so yeah, it's been a while since I played Berseria too, and I'm actually looking forward to going through it again, because again, I'm curious to see how my opinion has changed from back then to now, but Eisen gives you the item to light things on fire?
Yeah, and the description, like, mentions it being, like, special pirate kindling. It's really weird.
Yeah, that is weird. And then I forgot, like, that game had the Sorcerer's Ring become, like, a plot device item only, and not, like, an actual item you could use on the field.
Yep.
I completely forgot about that. But, oh, you know what? Speaking of puzzles using fire, that Tales of Zestiria Fire Dungeon is still like one of my favorite modern puzzles to this day, because it gave me the "oh, I get it" reaction that I love whenever I go through puzzles like that.
Yeah, we need to see a little bit more puzzles in recent games. You get a few in the last two, which is better than Exilia, which I don't remember having a single puzzle.
Yeah, there wasn't really a lot of Exilia. Was more like elevation stuff. Like they're practically like telling you, wow, you get to go through all these different heights. Use the mini map to figure out where you're going. It's like, it's okay, but I don't know. There were barely. I don't think there were any crazy puzzles that didn't involve block pushing in that game. Just a little bit unfortunate.
I mean, it's better than getting stuck forever to have a simple dungeon, but it kind of gets really boring. And you start missing, like, the PS1 games like this.
Yeah, which is why I recommend it. I'm pretty sure that's one of the reasons why you recommend it as well, Kip.
And I also just really like the plot and the Swordians and the aesthetics and stuff.
Yes. Yes. Oh,
But I will say that it has a good like puzzle difficulty level, and I think I said this in the last part as well.
Yeah.
It
It
kind of
is.
hits the sweet spot.
Yeah, exactly. It hits a nice sweet spot, and like it gives some old school feel and vibe to it, essentially. And yeah, like some of the modern games they do have it, but it took a while. Like I think Exilia 2, like I know you haven't played it, kid, but I think there was like maybe one puzzle in that game that involved like um what was it? Like it was like a modern-ish dungeon that had like a lot of light and everything. It's like one of those weird dungeons. So I think I recalled that having some resemblance to a puzzle to it, but other than that, I can't recall anything else from Exilia 2 that had too much puzzle elements like this game or the Zestiria dungeons.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Zestiria and Berseria have some dungeons with puzzles, though, so maybe Arise will go back to having dungeon puzzles.
I hope so. I honestly hope so. Like they were on the right track. Like Zestiria and Berseria had some pretty decent puzzles from what I recalled. Like, alright.
I mean, I guess the fruit dungeon is kind of fun, but most of the Berseria dungeons are mostly just you can flip some switches. Do you like flipping switches? I hope you like flipping switches because that's the entire puzzle.
Oh, flipping switches. Oh, like that one with like the waterfall, for example, if I recall correctly, right? Like you gotta like
The
flip
water
a waterfall.
temple? Yeah, that one was actually kind of unique as well. But there's mostly just a lot of barriers where you have a toggle switch, and if you have it one way, one element can't be passed, and if you have it the other way, another element can't be passed.
Yeah, and this is like we're talking about Berseria, right? Not Zestiria? Yeah. Because if we're talking about the water dungeon in Zestiria, huh?
Do you like stealth sections? I hope you like stealth sections.
And I was thinking about it before, how like that dungeon would have worked better if it was like 2D, if you kind of know what I mean, because like, you know, the one eye that you have to land on. I think we talked about this before too. Like, you wouldn't expect to think to go there if you couldn't even see it in the first place. If that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
But you know, I hope they do get better after that. And meanwhile, in this dungeon, we're like flipping.
Speaking of water.
Yeah, exactly. This is a water dungeon in itself too, where we gotta like flip water here and there, move blocks to make sure they're in the right spot. So, kind of a little bit to what we were describing with the Berseria one. So, a little bit interesting.
Not really. There's not a whole lot of block pushing in that one. There is a lot of water level manipulation, though, I think.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, like, it's interesting how we're talking about, like, oh, the puzzles in this game are very, very much awesome and different and unique, but then, like, here, we're talking about the two elements that were existing in the modern one. It's like, there's a lot of block pushing in this one, and there's some water manipulation here.
Well, there's other puzzles in this game.
Yeah.
This isn't the only dungeon. I think this is actually one of my least favorite of the dungeons, even though I like the music here quite a bit, and I enjoy the scene that happens at the end.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be getting to that point in the game. Oh, I'm just remembering the affected character too. It's kind of sad. Sad and heartwarming. But there is a puzzle in this dungeon that is kind of unique. I will point it out the moment that we get there, because unfortunately it was another thing that I couldn't recreate with editing magic, but when we get there, I'll definitely point it out.
Alright, I remember what it is.
Yeah. And I thought that was, like, really unique. Like, when I got there, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is really awesome. But we're gonna have to go through a lot of battles before we get there. A lot more savages, assassins, imps, same guys who are, like, brethren of the people who hijacked the Draconess, except different colored fur. Some blue saber-toothed lions or something.
I watched this video in advance, and I think this post-commentary section is literally just this dungeon.
Yeah, it's just this dungeon. Like, after the dungeon, we'll go back to the original commentary, which is why I'm like, you know, let's just talk about whatever comes to mind with regards to Tales. Yeah, and this dungeon. Yeah, I mean, I kind of wish there was more to it. Like, unlike last part where we had a lot of different things to talk about, here it's just like, oh, it's just this dungeon, and a lot of this game is a lot of, like, castles you gotta explore through, and then there's a another portion of the world you have to explore through when you get to the second act of this game. Like, when we're talking about puzzles, it's everywhere here.
I mean, it's a 90s JRPG. I don't know what else it would have inside of it, other than puzzles and battles.
And like that's the thing. Like I can't really comment too much about the other JRPGs in the past, because like it's the only 90s JRPG that I really played through from start to finish that wasn't owned by Nintendo. Was like Chrono Trigger, and I can't remember if that game had like too many puzzles to it, because like I just remembered like moments that happened. Like, wow, this is amazing how like all these battles are like predetermined, but I couldn't remember too much on the puzzle side of things for that game.
See, I actually haven't played that game, even though it's super popular. I mean, thinking about it, there's actually not that many puzzles and stuff like Final Fantasy, but generally the dungeons are at least quite maze-like. I don't know. I don't know why I was assuming there are more puzzles, but I'm thinking about it, and there's not that many. The only one I can really think of is the firepower chip in Final Fantasy V.
Firepower chip?
Yeah, there's actually a puzzle similar to that one in this game. And it's the one that we're covering in the fucking turquoise highlight.
Oh, is it the one where it's like you gotta like rush through after you like pull the doors open or something?
It's the one where you have like these platforms that move when you step on them, and you have to arrange them so you can get to the end.
Oh, it's that one. Okay, yeah, that's totally the one with the highlight. I see. So Final Fantasy did that one, but can't think of any other puzzles that come through that series basically from back then?
There probably are some, they just aren't memorable. So I guess JRPGs don't have that many puzzles. I mean, there's other series than Final Fantasy, but...
Yeah, I mean, I can think of like some puzzles that come to mind, like, I don't know if Super Mario RPG counts, because like...
Yes, it does. I mean, think of the name.
Yeah,
what country was it produced in?
Fine. I guess like, cause like, I don't know, like, I remember back in the day, people were like, wow, Super Mario RPG isn't really an RPG like Final Fantasy and stuff like that. So that's why like, exposing a bit of the Nintendo fanboy that I was back then. It's like, I didn't think like, wow, is this actually an RPG or not? Because I got caught in that whole windstorm of a discussion. But I guess like the puzzles that came up in that game, like it had to do a lot with like platforming. Like you had to like race to find a particular item, where you gotta like jump over clouds and bullet bills or something like that. So I guess that kind of has
more of a platforming segment than a puzzle section, but it's still like interest beyond just doing fights.
Yeah. So there was some exploration in that game, and I guess like to keep it in the series because it's Tales of Destiny, Tales of Fantasia has some pretty interesting stuff too, in a sense. Like you gotta like stop the miasma in that one early dungeon, the Sylph Cavern, I think it's called. And wait, you played through Fantasia, right, Kip?
Mm-hmm. I mean, my memory of it is really foggy, but
that's fair. There was the one dungeon where it's like you had to hit the switches at the same time with Arche. Do you remember that one?
Faintly, yes.
Yeah, I remember that one too, because like I think the most oddest part about that puzzle was like when Arche would run back and forth. It's like, Arche, can you just like run forward in a straight line? And like the moment you start getting the rhythm, it's like I think there's like something where it's like the game still keeps track of how many times you've messed up. Like, this is your 10th attempt. It's like, I know, thank you for keeping track. But like, I think after your 50th or 20th attempt, Clark is like, I can't take this anymore. And like, him and Mint do it for you instead. It's like, man, way to demean me further, game. Thank you.
So honestly, like, that's much better than being forced to do it until you get it right.
Yeah, that is true. Having that option to have them do it for you is never a bad thing. Never ever a bad thing. Though I still kind of feel like, man, Claude, you didn't have to call me out on that. I could have done it. If you gave me like a couple more attempts, I could have done it.
Maybe he was being mad at Archie for running back and forth like you were.
Oh, yeah, that's probably why. That's probably why. So we'll put the blame on Archie. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's. I
that
really like Fantasia.
What was that?
I actually really like Fantasia.
Yeah, Fantasia's a good game. Like, I went back to that last year and I was like, oh, this, like, was it as good as I remembered? And yes, it was. Like, the villain is like really good, and it's such a standard journey, but I love it because of that. It's very, like, some people could say, oh, it's by the numbers, but hey, you know what?
I don't really think it's by the numbers when you take into account like the overall plot and oh, I don't know what I was gonna say. The overall plot and like the arc the antagonist takes.
Yeah.
Like it's on its surface a by the numbers journey, but it does do interesting things with it.
Well, like when I'm thinking about like, cause like I'm thinking about it from like how other people have like labeled it, I guess. Cause like, I don't know, I feel like they played more JRPGs than me, so I'm like, okay, I kind of see where they're coming from. But if you're calling it like much more different than like the other ones, then that's a little bit more reassuring to hear.
Yeah, like I don't think there are many games that take that particular arc with like the plot and themes. I'm trying to talk about it without spoiling it, which is very difficult.
Right.
Things happen in Tales of Fantasia. Did you know that?
Yeah, plenty of things. Something about a tree, but I guess that's as much as I could talk about it too. Just a tree. Just a
There's
nice,
a tree.
tree. You wouldn't believe what the tree's name is. Hey, even the Symphonians didn't know what the tree's name was. Oh, like, I can't make that comment because like you haven't finished Symphonia yet. Damn it.
I'm spoiled on that.
Oh, you were spoiled. Oh,
there's very little about Symphonia that I don't know.
Right, I forgot.
But maybe the people watching this don't know.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Even though it is like the most popular selling game outside of Japan.
I mean, I didn't play it.
I know. More battles, more Kukuru Mawares, more demon blades, more stabs.
There is unfortunately nothing interesting to say about the battles.
Yeah, like, of all the compliments we gave, like, the dungeon design, the story, the plot and whatnot, I mean, this game still is, like, it is the second game of the entire series, so, unfortunately, there isn't way too much to say about, like, the battles or the potential that could happen in battles, but, I do like how it is a bit of a slower pace, I guess, compared to how, like, I don't know, like, I played Fantasia a bit on the Super Nintendo, and the speed to that game always felt a little bit awkward to me for some reason. Like, it felt like I didn't have full control of my character compared to this game.
Yeah, there are a couple Tales games where they're experimenting with a new system and it kind of feels like you don't have full control.
Yeah.
And I can see why Fantasia might be one of them.
Yeah, I mean, it took them 4 times to get it right? But what I actually mean is, like, it's just, I can see how, like, going from Fantasia to this game is, like, a lot of people are like, wow, Tales of Destiny is amazing, but then, like, going back to the battle system from, like, the late 90s release, the second entry in the series, is a little bit rough around the edges.
Yeah, especially if you're coming from one of the games that uses either CC or some kind of soul system.
Yeah. Or even, like, 3D for that matter. But, actually, you know what? Like, I really do want 2D Tales to come back. Like, I think we talked about this before, too, but seeing this formula come back would be fantastic. Just, like, upgrade the battle system and then it'd be great. Like, I remember...
I mean, they've done a good 2D battle system. This is the segment you're going to talk about that.
Oh, yes, we're getting there very shortly. Yeah, so right over here, first off, we're going to have Karel play some tunes, some fancy tunes. and he's gonna realize he's gonna be like the little kid who's like playing with the on and off switch just for a bit. And so first off, what we have to end up doing is like we'd have to leave one of our party members behind with Carol or Johnny. And essentially, we got to go through this portion of the dungeon later on, which will have one of the puzzles that we would like compliment about in this game. And first off, let's see who we're gonna pick here. It's kind of odd too, because like I kind of want to show off a lot of Johnny in this dungeon, because like we don't really get to play as Johnny later on afterwards in this game. You have the option of getting him back, but I think like in the stream they wanted me to get Chelsea instead of Johnny, so I ended up getting Chelsea instead. But yeah, it's just unfortunate that you don't get to use him as much in battle here, and I think we leave Mary or Ophelia?
I mean, my personal pick would be Leon, but I never used him much in my groups. This game is actually interesting in how this isn't the only dungeon where you have to leave someone behind.
What was
So there's a later dungeon where every time you hit the key room, you have the option, you have to leave one of the Swordian Masters behind. And actually, you can just leave Stan behind in the first section, and then not have to do the dungeon.
Oh yeah, I think I remember you telling me. Oh, right. We'll be seeing that definitely in Act 2. But I kind of
yeah, that is in Act 2.
Yeah. I kind of wish I had known about that when I first played it. Now I want to see that.
Oh, you never left Stan behind there? Because I think I did it impulsively the first time. He's like, oh, that just skips the dungeon. Okay.
Yeah.
You actually get bonus dialogue for doing it as well.
Huh.
Depending on which Swordian he has equipped, you have a conversation with that Swordian.
Ah, I see. Alright,
There's
so
4 sets of dialogue that you can only see if you happen to not want to do that dungeon. Oh right, you have to play a song here.
yeah, so this was the second portion of the puzzle that I was talking about. Unfortunately, I couldn't bring it back through editing magic, but basically, all these buttons, they play like a sound effect. And to know which buttons you have to press, you gotta examine the door, and then the door will play those 8 sound effects in order. And you have to figure out what those sound effects are attached to which button and play it in that exact same order.
I don't remember this puzzle being that hard, but when you describe it like that, it sounds like a pain in the ass.
It is when you first go through it, of course, but then I think I remember like the whole strategy around this. You just gotta go left, right from the furthest, working yourself in.
Yeah,
So,
I think
like-
it is like a coherent pattern to it.
Yeah. So, in subsequent playthroughs, of course, puzzles will be easier, but then this is like one of the easiest to remember since you just gotta go back and forth like this. But when you're first playing it, it's gonna definitely have a bit of a test for your memory, that's for sure. Musical cues, all that jazz. And there we go. Nice and open. For more maze to explore. Actually, we activate the valve here. No, we get the valve first, and then we gotta use it on the pipe to bring in some more water.
Yeah, so I think you do get Johnny back after that, because there's no reason to leave the door open.
Yeah, at that point you get him back, but then you gotta make sure you get all the treasures here before you do, because like I don't think you'll have another opportunity to go back inside, basically.
More battles. Don't you just love it?
I was just looking at this and like, man, I really do want to go through DC. Like I keep staring at it, staring at this footage, and thinking about, I still haven't played the Destiny that everybody likes a lot. And
I mean, it's the best 2D battle system in my opinion. Granted, I haven't played Hearts DS.
That's fair. Oh, Hearts DS was also good too. Yeah, please, Bamco, can we bring back the 2D battle system formula? Like, I just finished Narakiri Dungeon Cross, I played through Destiny 2, I played through Rebirth, can we bring that back, please? And it got to the point where it's like, you know, the 2D gameplay style is still getting, like, has already been resurrected. Like, people are bringing it back, but Namco just wants to stick with the 3D titles, and I get why, like in a financial business standpoint, but part of me really misses these 2D battles personally.
A finger curls with a monkey's paw. There's a new 2D Tales game released, and its playstyle mimics Destiny PS1.
Oh no! Oh, I didn't think when the producer was commenting on Tales of Destiny, they meant literally let's bring back PS1 Destiny. I was like, no.
Speaking of that, they seem to be in those videos acting like PS1 Destiny never happened though, because they mention on the character ranking when Leon is so popular, they mention that Leon isn't really popular in the West because Destiny was never released in English. And it's just like, are you certain?
Yeah,
I don't think they said Destiny was never released in English, but they came very close to it.
Yeah, that's really weird. Maybe they did forget about it, because like that's why it seemed like I forgot about it when we talked about it earlier, because they never made the comment about it. That is really weird. Huh.
Yeah. I mean, I do imagine that the version of Destiny we got does affect how people here feel about Leon, though obviously he's still quite popular.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he is a real fucking piece of work in PS1, and he still is in PS2, but they focus way harder on how sympathetic he is.
It feels like it's a little bit more subtle here, that's for sure, compared to
yeah, you have to really think about like why he's acting the way he is and the implications of what you learn about him rather than it just being shoved directly into your face.
It's like, oh wait, he had a redemption arc in the sequel. Let's rework that into the remake. It's like, I can't comment on that yet because I still haven't played it, but I'm still, that's one of the biggest elements that I'm really curious about. One of the big elements I'm really curious about when I play through that version of the game.
Director's cut changes like a lot, even if there's seemingly no reason for it. And I think it's kind of interesting. I don't think it's a bad version of the story, but the narratives really feel different even though they follow the same plot and theoretically have the same characters.
Yeah, and oh man, like I think like one of the cool things about it though is that like at least the battle system is a lot better, so I know I have that to definitely look forward to.
Oh yeah. I just enjoy going through battles, and I actually don't tend to really like the Tales battle systems. With Director's Cut, I could like just see myself playing it for the battles.
Yeah, you're just like straight up immersed into it. Yeah, because like that was a game that also like introduced the whole chain capacity too, which was carried over to Graces and.
Well, kind of. It started in Destiny 2, if you think about the Spirit Gauge.
Right.
That's more of a hybrid system, though.
Yeah, they didn't really fully solidify its label in the series until Destiny DC came out. Yeah.
I mean, there's only really 2 games that I think call it CC. Like, it's just Director's Cut and Graces, isn't it? Because it comes back in Zestiria, but it's back to being called Souls.
Yeah.
And then Berseria also calls it Souls, so considering the Spirit Gauge name, I actually wonder if, like, Souls or Spirit would be, like, a more accurate name for it.
I guess I'll have to see what happens with the battle system for Arise, if they are to reveal it at the time of this recording. Because who knows, maybe when this is up, they probably already revealed. Chain capacity is coming back, everybody's like, huh. Interesting.
No, it's totally going to be called Spirit Gauge again. I actually think the name Zestiria used was either Souls Gauge or Spirit Gauge, wasn't it? Not just Spirits.
In Zestiria?
Yeah, because it's like SG, isn't it?
Oh, right. Because it had like the SG and then it had the BG, like your blast gauge. So
yeah,
there were yeah. I guess it could be something related to spirits. More spirit references in the Tales series. Never heard that before.
Clearly, Arise is gonna have a quote-unquote CC system, and it will be called something related to spirits or soul.
Yes. Shadow. Let's go with the Shadow Gauge this time. Try to, why not? Let's just go all out with this. Let's just see if we could, like, poke fun at Persona or something along those lines. Let's go with that.
Why not?
Why not? I mean, I don't know, like, man, Persona has gotten really popular since, like, Persona 4 came out and Persona 5. Like, it's just interesting, because, like, I feel like, well, obviously with the whole, representative that it had in Smash Bros. Like, it did not even get a representative before in Smash 4, whereas Tails did. And then now it's like it feels like the two have like swapped places in like JRPG, in the JRPG hierarchy, basically.
I wonder why. I guess it's just. I mean, their most recent games are both really edgy.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know. Like, I got into it with like P4, and then I played P3, and I'm not really a fan of P3. Sorry.
I feel like a bad JRPG fan, but I've never actually played Persona.
That's okay.
I know that there are a lot of people who are fans of 1 or 2 who are very, very salty that no one has ever played 1 or 2.
Wasn't there something like the producer or something along those lines? That, yeah, I don't know. I heard something about that at least, but yeah, you know what? That whole feeling can also translate to like how like the Tales fans sort of like feel a little bit with like the older games a bit, or the ones that weren't localized. Yeah. I don't know, like, I really hope, like, cause like they were, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw the part of it where it's like the producer was commenting on, oh, all these games were like available digitally and all that, but with the PSN closing the PS3 and PSP and Vita portions of that store, like in the summer of this year, it's just, I really hope they find a way to re-release them like in a compilation of some sort.
Maybe that's why Arise is delayed. Haha, fingers crossed.
You know what? I'd take that. I would love it if like they were to re-release everything. Because like, I think we talked about this before in the last part, but like, I have to hook up so many different things just to like play like the original PS2 version of some games, like particularly the remake of this game. Because like, they re-released Rebirth and Destiny 2 on the PSN store, so that's not as hard to gain access to. But games like Destiny, DC, or Legendia, you really gotta like go through like the old legacy hookups to play those games again nowadays.
Mm-hmm. And even the more recent ones, like the Vita games, you can say that they're accessible because they're currently on PSN. But who the fuck owns a Vita? I mean, I definitely didn't buy a Vita just for Tales of Hearts R. But how many other people did something that absurd?
Yeah, how many people could do something that absurd to go all the way to buy one system just for one series? I can't think of anybody else who could. Ridiculous people. Ridiculous.
I mean, I know a lot of like Tales fans who cannot and will not play Hearts just because they don't own a Vita, though, because they had literally no other reason to buy it. And I know that a lot of Tales fans did buy a Vita for Hearts and were keeping their fingers crossed for innocence. I mean, definitely not me. Never could be me. Could not be me.
All right, I can't lampshade this anymore. It's definitely me. Like I went out of my way.
Definitely also me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It would have been nice if Innocence R came out, because that game is also a ton of fun too.
I mean, I really like the DS version as well, and it would be nice to play it with better mechanics, and also know who the fuck Conway is.
Ah, yes. And, well, I mean...
and QQ.
QQ is fun. The dynamic between Conway and QQ is really interesting. It kind of reminds me a bit of, like, Eugene and Annie from the early going. Just from the early going. And they still kind of... I can't really say too much now, but it is really... They have an interesting dynamic, basically.
But, Pan, don't make me want to play a game I can't play.
I'm very sorry. It's just... But the thing is, it's like, after that game, even, like, on the Japanese side of things, like, did they really, like, give it too much of a closure either, I guess? Because, like, they didn't come out with Tempest R. And that...
Yeah, because isn't there a huge, like, cliffhanger at the end of Hearts R, where the Triverse characters, if you, I think, do the EX dungeon, they have a cutscene together.
Yeah.
And then they never followed up on that. They never did Tempest R, they never did, like, Triverse the game. They just left it hanging.
And it's sad because, like, it's the one game that desperately needed the remake. Okay, here's the thing. Like, I know there are people who really liked Tempest, and like more power to you. For me, it felt like the narrative of that game had potential, but it kind of, the pacing sort of fell off a cliff the moment that it got near the end game, mid to late game, in my opinion. But and the battle system, that's a different story. But that aside, it's just like I felt like that game deserved the remake the most out of like innocence and hearts, and it's just really unfortunate they never really got to wrap it up in a bow like that.
I mean, I know that this last Tales Fest with Caius and Rubia's seiyus at it,
Yeah.
I think Tempest trended in Japan because I had my trend set to Japan. I just looked over the sidebar and saw fucking Tempest trending. And I think someone on my timeline was just like, please Tempest Star, and that obviously did not happen.
No. Like, I like the trends too, because like, it's like the same thing that happened with like Legendia in like 2018, I want to say. Yeah, 2018, where it's like, oh, Legendia's trending, and oh, it got #1 on the charts for Amazon Japan. It's like, it would have been nice, but it just feels like right now, again, Bamco is going through some kind of transitional phase since like Baba left, and I don't know, like at least Vesperia did well, but it feels like we're nearing the end of that transitional phase, and I hope they will consider bringing some old ideas back, or at the very least some re-releases or remakes of some sort.
Hopefully. I mean, I know they said they weren't going to be considering any remakes in the near future or anything, but it's not the near future of that statement anymore.
Nope, definitely not.
Yeah.
It's just, I hope so, because like some of the Ray stuff, they try to wrap it up a bit, and like I appreciate it, but a part of me wants something more than just like it being relegated to like a mobile title, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Ray's is really lovely, and I wish we still had it because it just has so much love for the whole cast.
Yes.
I mean, I was talking to someone about how Ray's handles stuff, and they were mentioning like, oh, you can play as Ion, but his stamina is really, really bad.
Right?
And has the lowest hit points of any character.
But Ion gets to show off how strong he really is, and that's like really awesome. Like the fan service to that game, top notch. If you're like a hard-earned Tales fan, like Tales fan for any game in the series, they will give you a lot of fan service.
I think basically every character who is non-playable but travels with the party is playable in this, other than like 2 of the Swordians. Because Ion is playable, Lithia is playable, I believe.
Yes.
3 of the Swordians have their original masters playable.
Yes. What else was there? There was also, I mean, the villains are playable. You got, well, I mean, they've always been playable, but I don't think we've ever gotten to play as the villain in Eternia. There's also,
I mean, the Eternia and the Destiny 2 villains have gotten fancy alternate costumes, because why not?
Yeah, why not? Like, it's just fan service, you know? Like, it feels like the game has been, like, a love letter for, like, fans of any game of the series, but the more you are deep into the series, the better you're gonna be getting this fan service, essentially, because they cover everything. Oh, they got Dist and Sync playable in Tales of the Abyss. Like, I don't think they've been playable before.
They have some really minor antagonists playable, like not maybe super minor, but they have characters who aren't like the main antagonist necessarily playable.
Yeah. They have like a Shigure playable as well.
Yeah, they have Shigure and they have Simone and who else was it? Agria is playable.
Yeah, Agria is playable. Oh man. Yeah, I could gush about Raze as much as I can, but then like a part of me is like wishing that they could release that into an actual console, because I don't know, playing it on the phone is fine and all, but part of me is like in the back of my mind, I really wish I could play it on like a console and just chill and relax with that. But
I'm hoping that when they hit like end of service, that what they do is, you know how Tactics Union got a 3DS release?
Yeah.
I want them to do that.
Yeah, that would be really awesome. Yeah, for those who are curious, Tales of Tactics was like an iOS game around 2011, 2012, and when that closed, that brought the release of Tactics Union on the 3DS. Rive Unitia, my apologies. Rive Unitia on the 3DS.
I believe Tactics Union was the original game.
Yeah, Tactics Union was the original, Rive Unitia was the new one, and it was basically the same game, but they added an extra story to it, and they also gave it a new opening song, which was composed by, why is his name? Goshina, there you go, Goshina.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I also just want to read the story and stuff. And I want to be able to read it, like, in-game.
Yeah.
Which is not possible anymore. And even when it was on iOS localized and Android and stuff, the localization had some interesting issues.
Wait, Tactics Union was localized?
No, Raise.
Oh, Raise. Yeah, Raise. Man,
it
when
had
Raise...
a fairly smooth translation, but it had, like, an issue where one dialogue box, they translated Luke as someone saying Luke's name as something that was not them saying Luke's name, and it made sense in context. But I think they had, like, translation memory or something going, and so it translated it that way every single time for the rest of the event story.
Oh.
Which didn't make sense in any other instance.
Well, I'm not surprised that happened, considering that they were also doing Link at the same time. So if mistakes like that happened, then
I believe Link was an entirely different company.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
I mean, Link's translation quality was essentially machine translation level.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I recall, like, they did keep some of the art names consistent, so that was kind of nice. Like, they kept them similar for, like, I remember playing Link when the Legendia event was going on. It's like, they kept the same names for Chloe's arts during that event. That was neat. But, yeah, it's really unfortunate that it was just all machine translated.
I don't know for certain that it was machine translated. I just remember it being very incoherent at times. I will say that with every game they've localized, as far as mobile games go, the translation has gotten smoother. Like, any complaint that anyone has about Crestoria is an issue with the Japanese server as well.
Oh. Wait.
Like, every single issue with Crestoria is consistent on both servers.
Oh, are you talking about, like, in terms of the narrative? And the
yeah, in terms of the narrative, in terms of the gameplay... The English localization is buttery smooth and perfect and keeps everything consistent whether you like it or not.
Oh, Crestoria. Okay, for people who like Crestoria, like, more power to you. Like, I know Crestoria has its genuine fans and all that, and...
I both love and hate it.
Yeah. Me, I'm like... I'm not really in the mood to go through another phone Tales game again. But that's just me. But I know there are some genuine fans of Crestoria, and more power to you. It's just, yeah, I'm not really the biggest fan of that game.
Yeah, I was trying to be delicate about it, but I feel like a lot of even hardcore fans have complaints about it. Like, there's someone I know who, as far as I can tell, has been wailing a little bit on the game, and now they're, like, really annoyed with the recent arena glitches and stuff, and that's kind of the vibe I get from the entire fan base.
Didn't they fix it? Oh, no, what they fixed
No,
like...
they have not fixed the arena glitch.
Oh. Please, what was that glitch specifically again? Just to remind me, and for people who are watching.
If you either win or lose in the arena, sometimes, instead of going to the results screen, it just sits there. And so if you, like, log out of the game in the arena, you instantly forfeit the match.
Oh.
So let's say you're SSS rank and you want to keep your rank, and you maybe want to rank in the rankings, and you keep getting arena glitched, so you just keep losing matches. And so you lose your rank when the arena ticks over.
Ah. That's really rough. That is really rough. I feel bad for the people who do really enjoy Crestoria who run into that glitch then. That's
Yeah. I mean, I think everyone who enjoys it is enjoying it for story content and not gameplay.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think I mentioned this before too, but I tried introducing some friends who weren't really too hardcore into Tales, and I'm like, hey guys, why don't you try like the new game that's out? And it's like, they kind of liked it, but then sometimes it's like, oh, just going through the gameplay wasn't as fun, unfortunately. Which, yeah.
I mean, you can basically auto through everything that isn't like hardcore content.
Yeah, basically. I don't mind the main story though. I think the narrative is fine. Like, it's just when it gets to playing the game or seeing some of the odd side content stuff, I'm kind of like, I'll just play something else.
Yeah, I mean, I think the cast is really charming.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they deserve to be in a console game so that more people will see them.
The odd thing is that more people are seeing them right now, right? Like.
Yeah, I guess because it's a free game you can just download, but I feel like a lot of people are turned off by the gameplay. To an extent where there are people where it's like, hey, I really would like to see the stuff I've heard about in Chapter 7, but I'm stuck in Chapter 5, and I really don't want to grind up my team to beat the boss at the end of Chapter 5. And it's like, well...
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I hope that they do get, like, you know what? I do hope that they do get like a crossover with like Raze. At the very least, that's something like different-ish in a sense, because like Asteria is getting a crossover with Raze for some weird reason. But...
I thought Asteria was getting a crossover with Crestoria because they have the same company.
Are they? I was wondering with Raze when they did the Tales Fest thing. Maybe they're doing.
I don't remember.
Well,
right.
I guess that's some kind of exposure for them. And we're almost nearing the end of this dungeon. Sorry if we haven't been talking too much about this dungeon, but
I mean, there's water. You push some blocks. And Johnny plays the piano.
Yes.
That's it.
And you're putting valves back in holes that they belong in to control said water. But yeah, unfortunately, outside of that one sound effect puzzle that we ran into, there isn't really much else to this dungeon that is kind of unique, basically.
I mean, the scene at the end has some interesting character implications, but...
Yes.
That hasn't happened yet, because we have to fight 2 killer bees and 3 assassins.
No, I think it got to the point, like, I started
Oh yeah, you are running at this point.
Yeah, it got to the point, even me back then, I was like, I can't take this anymore. I have to get to the end of this dungeon.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, like... Yeah, it's just, you know, this is the old school mentality, I guess. Old school streaming mentality. Like, once it gets to the point where it's taking a little bit too long, you kind of have to, like, fast forward through things.
Yeah, I feel like I ran from things in this game a lot. Or at least I used holy bottles a lot. I always spam fucking holy bottles. You have a holy bottle up right now.
Oh, it's actually a wormy apple, in fact.
It's the same difference.
Yeah, I know. I just burned through all my holy bottles, so it got to the point where I started feeding my party a very bad diet. Case in point.
I mean, that's why your food sack's always empty.
Yeah, but I think I do fill it up with like random stuff though. But even now, I'm starting to realize, oh crap, I'm running out of random stuff to counteract the wormy apple.
I mean, I think this is actually very close to the boss.
Yes. Yes. We are almost there. So, as we're nearing the end of the post-commentary portion of this part of the stream, I guess like when it comes to Destiny, I still do recommend playing it and experiencing the story, like both versions of it. It's worth it to see where it came from and how it was remade.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this version has some 90s charm. Director's Cut has more meat to it and better gameplay.
Yeah, they both have their pros to it. And right now we are running into Batista once again, the king who has been pronounced as such the moment that he came here, which was surprisingly really fast considering the last time we saw him.
I mean, I think Aquavale just has really fucked up politics.
Uh, it had to do with Fate, his girlfriend, and something or other. Something like that, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I mean, if you just look at the screen and read the dialogue, they're talking
Yes.
about how Batista kidnapped them.
Yes.
And we broke out Leanna, I think, last time. I've already forgotten her name.
Yeah, Leanne, something along those lines.
Layla, Leanna, one of those.
Lea Rolando, something like that. Alright, it's time to beat up Batista, and even the shock tiara couldn't stop him, so. This was really actually awesome how he's able to power through it, considering how much like Stan, Rudy, and well, I don't think Mary has ever gotten shocked, to be honest, but how the two of them couldn't really handle it. Like, seeing this boss go forward like this is a bit intimidating.
I mean, considering like the bombs he makes, he's probably accidentally shocked himself during his experiments before.
Ah, that is true. That is true. That's a good perspective to look into it, yeah.
Is the fact that Batista taught Philia to make bombs just a PS2 thing? I think it's a PS1 thing as well.
They do go a little bit into it here, but I don't think like they do talk about the bomb specifically, so it might be a PS2 thing, yeah. But here we are with the Batista fight. Again, this fight is like similar to when we last fought him on the boat, like almost the same fight set as well. So yeah, that's the one thing like Tales of Destiny is kind of lacking in terms of the rematches. They tend to be pretty samey.
I mean, in general, the whole game is a little bit samey. I was gonna say Act 2 is better, but I don't really think it is.
I think Act 2 is a little bit better in terms of the battles, because like you get to fight different people at least.
Yeah, you have different people from Act 1 at least.
Yeah.
I think it might be internally samey though. Like there's only, I guess because it's a single disc PS1 game, there's only so much they can fit on. So you might as well just reuse the same enemy and make the stats bigger.
Yeah. There was a cool thing that Batista did at the very beginning of the fight though. Like he did like some kind of hyper beam move, which I don't think like he did in the first battle with him. And even if he was able to, we didn't see that because he was able to pull it off. But yeah, it's just, yeah, like you mentioned, Kip, there isn't really too much to the boss fights at the end of the day in this game. You just gotta keep walloping them and ensuring that they don't take advantage of you while you're stunned, which happened to be the case here. And
murder Rudy.
Yeah, please don't. Oh, jeez, look at that! Holy smokes!
It's like he's breathing fire.
Yeah, like, man, this guy's got some, like, gained some reach in this battle, basically, but once you get rid of his cohorts, just constantly wallop at him and don't give him a chance to breathe, basically. Oh, but he keeps jumping all the time with that hyper beam. Thankfully, it didn't hurt anybody that time.
If you're close enough to him, it just goes over your head, at least.
Yeah. Like that's pretty much, like, the positive to that if you keep closing in the distance with him. And looks like he's almost about dead here. Just a couple more Tiger Blades. Give another Double Blade, and he is done.
Whew.
Alright. Way to go, team. After all those fights of assassins and bats and power stones, we finally made it.
Finally fucking made it.
Yeah. Zeno.
I don't actually remember that name.
I completely forgot about it. Holy
Is
smokes.
that like Fate's dead girlfriend? It can't be, can it?
The girl?
Is it the
girl,
old king?
It might have been the older king. Oh, right, because like Fate was a prince.
I'm just trying to name people from Aquavale who are dead.
But yeah, Zeno was the previous king, and then Fate was going to be the king after this. Well, obviously, because he's a successor, but man, that's really rough.
I mean, I think Johnny is also in the line of succession for some area in Aquavale.
Yeah.
I don't think it's this one.
No.
Also, I'm pretty sure he just fucking shirks his job all the time, but that's another story.
Yeah, basically. And we don't really get to learn it too much in this version of the game.
I mean, DC doesn't really go into much either.
Oh, really? It doesn't? Oh, that's unfortunate.
I think most of the information I know is from the fucking director's cut manga of all places.
Oh, the manga that came with the pre-orders, I think.
I don't think it came with the pre-orders.
Oh, wait, we were talking about this before. Yes. The separate release.
Manga.
Yeah. I see.
I do actually think that this is a really good scene for defining Philia, and I think it actually fleshes out Leon pretty well as well.
Yeah. This part right here. You'd be hearing a loud electric shock noise at this point.
Buzz.
Yeah, something like that. Leon, why did you do that? Oh no.
And also we discover that if Rudy or Stan had been too rebellious, they would have just literally died from trying to take it off, so that's fun.
Yeah. That's, yeah, these things are lethal, that's for sure, Leon. It's unfortunate, because, like, you know, like, this game being from the time that it was, this does give a little bit of sympathy points for Batista and Philia specifically, like when we get to the next scene here. And it's just, it is nice to see like old school games do that in a sense, because I think Fantasia is really good at that too in a sense. Oh, especially with
the final boss, yeah,
final boss. And I was also thinking like with Arche, like Arche has like two characters in particular she interacts with, and the way that they sort of like help flesh out her character, I'm like, you know what? For an old game, this is really good.
I really like this bit where Leon yells at Rudy for trying to rush Philia out of her grieving.
Yes.
And I don't know if it necessarily fully counts as canon, but there's a point covered in a drama CD that I have to wonder if was definitely intended to be coming through here a little bit, like implicitly, where Leon also apparently lost a dear mentor when he was younger. And, like, that's just me throwing things at the wall, but I always think of that when I think of this scene. And can I just say that this game actually has some really fucking dark moments for being a cutesy 2D PS1 game? Yeah. And this is one of them because of the whole, like, literally dying from taking off the electric tiara.
Yeah.
And poor Philia having to deal with that, having just seen her mentor die like that right in front of her.
Yeah, this game certainly has those moments as well, like the other Tales series and whatnot, but this game, yeah, for back in its time, it definitely does sort of hit that spot for sure. I do want to say we are nearing the end of the part of the post-commentary. We'll be going into the particular commentary of the audio from back then. Thanks again, Kip, for joining in for this portion.
No problem.
And yeah, we hope that you guys are looking forward to Marathon Stream 3. I know I am. And at the time of this recording, I haven't practiced yet, but I hope by the time this is up, I practiced at least some of the games. But I do hope that you guys will have a good time with the marathon as we are up for the preparations for that. So until then, thank you guys for watching and enjoy the rest of the part from back in 2014 as we learn more about Fate and the rest of this game.
Bye.
He doesn't know our names. How did he identify all of us well, though? Oh well. I think I poked too much at logic at this point. Ha, 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 in commas. Gotta love it. So yay, Fate is back, and we only cared about him once, really, because, like, the only person who really built him up was Carol. Oh, I see. Who's planning on invading Zyngald? King Tiberius? For lens or what? A Tarazi, I see. Yeah, we're really gonna end early today. I'm sorry, I'm just so burnt out from yesterday. I'm gonna give myself more sleep after I give everyone their panels. Don't worry, the panel for this one will come in 15 minutes, so yeah, I kind of really need to end this soon today. Early today, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, false advertisement, but literally, yesterday we streamed for, what, 14, near 15 hours, so I am not really looking forward to the rest of the day. Alright. We are finishing. We are going off with the assault against Tiberius. The one who killed Zeno, the king of this original castle, Moreau Castle. Or the one who sent Batista to kill Moreau, king. Very powerful ally. The Eye of Atimony. Oh, Rudy, smart one. Oh, jeez. Alright. So, off... Oh, Ophelia. Poor Ophelia. It's one flashback, but for a game in this time, I can forgive it. Again, they probably established it maybe a little bit more in Destiny R. The Eye of Inomata. Alright, so, again, I was talking earlier how much I like the acoustic in this town. It's just only for, because, like, that's the somber tune that they use. But this tune in particular is just 3-4 measures with just the same 4 notes. Da-na-na-na-na. It's like, this is the most annoying one ever. Da-na-na-na-na. I'm glad, I'm pretty sure they changed this in Destiny R. Da-na-na-na-na. It's really annoying. Oh yeah, I forgot to change that. My bad. False advertising. I'm a fraud. Okay, we're good. Alright, and away we go. We just got our food restocked here, and now we can finally buy stuff here in this area. Finally, restocking items too. There's the reason why I've been using all of my food. You kind of have a weird window of time from when you could restock more on your items and such. So, finally we finished this dungeon, and let's keep going from here. Is the game audio sounding mushy? Just be fine. I gotta close a couple things here too, give me a second. Oh, did not mean to open that. Okay, it should be good now. Okay, so let's go further. Where to? Right, Tarazi, but I'm gonna do a little bit of shopping here first. Where are we? Right. No, that's where the boat shop is. Oh my gosh. Where? Oh my gosh. Tales of Where Am I? Tales of I Am So Lost. Tales of I Need to Make Sure That I Remember Locations. There you are! Let's see here. Shop around. Equipment Shop Fantasia. Nice little reference there. Alright, let's get some Panacea bottles. Room bottles, yes please. Something I forgot to do often is to spam room bottles. Because spam room bottles with cheese, because cheese only does 20, but if you use a room bottle on them, like, I didn't get further into this explanation of room bottles, but basically what I like to use with it as well is with food items. Like, you can change apples to wormy apples, so that's a good way to grind for them. And Brie gives you, if I recall here, 400, so it's well worth the purchase to kind of make your cheese a little bit stronger if you have the chance. I find it worth it, at least. It's kind of a little bit cost effective. So let's get some more room. Let's transform these more. All to Brie. There we go. Alright, let's buy more room bottles and do some more item management here and there. Oh yeah, I could sell some stuff now, finally, too. Poor Carol's got nothing, though. Nothing at all. Okay, let's see what we can sell here. How did I have each... Oh, it's from those, like... Wow, the soldiers drop, like, very weak weapons. Okay. I think we should be good here. We will be having a question, maybe give it 10-20 minutes. That's when the next panel will show up. And then once the panel's done, I'll just call it wherever I go next. Monkey Biz? Is that the... Your store's name is Monkey Biz. Okay. The names of these places are so random sometimes. I almost keep calling him Johnny because Johnny is just the name that I kind of prefer. But based on what the room explained earlier, it does kind of make sense how, like, you want the name to sound out of nowhere. But it's hard for me to call him Carol, because there's already a Carol in the series. Okay, let's get a save here. And proceed with the game. Off to Tarazi. Tarazi, yeah. No, I think Fate is waiting for us. What a double entendre. Is this the part of the game? I think it is. Okay. Tales of More Ships. Oh, I hope it is, because this part... Oh, I love it. I love it. I hope it is, because that would kind of liven me up a little bit. A great way to end it off. No, it's not. Oh, that's sad. No, it better be. No, it's not. Crap, that makes me sad. And we also learned about a little bit of a love triangle. Oh no, never mind. Not a love triangle. Oh, it is a love triangle. Never mind. Carol channeling his sort of Zelos kind of vibe. I think SGB Matt probably explained it best. What was it? Narrow puddle, narrow but deep puddle. Yeah. Oh, what now? Okay, I hope it's the part, because this part is great. Oh no, no, actually I think it's something else. Crap, 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 crap. Oh no, this is actually a lot worse. Oh no. This is actually going to be a lot worse. Oh man, oh no. Oh, I was kind of hoping it was going to be a different part of the game, but no. Remember how we were talking about grotesque-looking monsters earlier? This part in particular. Yeah, let's go fight a grotesque-looking... What the hell is this thing? Fun, fun, fun. This is worse. This is much worse. Ay, ay, ay. This Kraken. Look at its art. What the hell is that? Like, oof, ugh, that creeps me the heck out. Kill it, burn it, it should never be seen again. Oh, jeez. And it casts magic too. They've released it on us. That's so bad. Okay, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it right now. This thing is just... And Rudy's just standing there, just... Come on, Rudy. You can't have your personality be attributed to this, too. Vulnerable to water, but still. We've grinded so many times in that dungeon that I think we're okay with this boss now. A little surprised, but boy, was this annoying to fight upon natural grinding. It looks like a nose, and its hair is attacking you. Yeah, that's basically what describes it. Good job, Belfrost. But yeah, thankfully we didn't have to deal with that for much longer. Oh, we're already at Tarazi. This is actually, we're kind of nearing halfway through the game. It's a little bit discerning, because we're only in day 1. But let's keep going. Take care, Fate. Yes, I agree, Fruban. They just need to show Rudy. Or any Destiny battle at all. Alright, so yeah, there's more of this song, which is, again, one of my favorites in this game. I just love the acoustic and how it sets the mood for... You never hear much acoustics in Tales games, or just like the acoustic be the main... The acoustic and the bass be the main part of its theme, so... I really appreciate this theme because of that. Okay, so, just make a save here. Did I passed the save point, right? Pretty sure right down here. Yep. Saving because of Kraken. Alright, so let's, actually, you know what? Let's do one of these, maybe. Can I actually do them? I don't know, I've never really done them before, so I'm just kind of hoping that I can or not. They're all locked tight, though. I don't know how to activate those. I'm never new to this day, so that's my fault. Kazu, I don't know if it is or not. I think it's when it's not, because he kind of went pretty all out in this game in terms of some good tracks. Some of them are kind of meh, like 4 measures length and very repetitive, but there was a lot of unique tracks that you don't normally see in the Tales series. Okay, let's see here. Just kind of want to do a little bit of exploring before we advance forward. Never in my life have I been given this much time to explore in a Tales game, so... No, never mind. In terms of, like, going through the game's plot on its own, never have I been given this much time for flexibility, so I like to explore my surroundings a bit. But they're all locked, so I guess there's no point after all. So much for exploring, let's go down. Alright, this boatman's gonna take us where to go. And this one was kinda silly. Normally you'd think you'd be able to press directions and control it, but no, you have to wait for the prompt for this guy. And then go. But you can still change the direction yourself though, just at certain flags. This just makes it a little bit awkward. I can't imagine the actual conversation with the two of them here right now. Alright, let's grab some loot here, because clearly these folks are hiding, so they don't need to get it since they're staying here. Oh, sorry. A little tired right now, so... How does it feel, Stan, to have someone sleep on you? Alright, so up and right. I can't remember the final dungeon of this game, even though I have a load file for it. I should really pop that back up in to remind myself of its theme. Okay, let's go up. Let's think about it. Let's keep going up, man. Come on. Samurai. What you got here, man? Aww. Fine. Next time. Down we go. And keep going this way. Martel, we all need sleep. Let's be honest here. Oh, what the? That just went fast. I didn't mean to like run towards it myself. Stan just like pushed the... Stan just activated the switch again without thinking. At least it didn't trap him in a trap this time. Redundancy at its finest. I've been doing that so much today. Okay, so let's head back left. But this is a nice soothing theme to listen to as you go through. Not good if you feel sleepy though, because it's a little bit calming, though it should be a little bit remorseful. So yeah, a little bit of a Seagate puzzle where you're just navigating through a maze. It's like you're going through a maze and it's like at the middle of each junction your pencil stops and it's like someone asks you, do you want to keep moving up or do you want to go the other direction? So then he just erases it for you if you go backwards. It's basically what this area is so far. Then why would you give us this option? Don't give us an option that would give us a dead end. That makes no sense, man. Okay, I think we're here. Alright, this castle is not as bad as the other castle. There's only one lame gimmick, though. Oh, the song here is actually not bad either. It's pretty good. Yeah, he saved already. That guy here, he basically, you can get healed there and learn secrets about the castle by paying him cash. I think the cash is a pretty huge rate, though. Ooh, juicy beef is lovely. You get that from beef too, personally, and then chestnut. Alright, But we lose the song quickly and go back to the usual Moreau Castle dungeon theme. Woo. Yeah, Kazu, you pretty much hit the hammer on the head there. This game is basically, first half, it's just Tales of Castle. And the background is freaking Moreau Castle too! This is like we've never left. We've never left Moreau Castle. I forgot the name of this nation already, but... No, Aquavale. Yeah, Aquavale is just so bland in terms of its castle designs in battle. We never... Oh, yes! Leon, thank you! The best skill ever! Pico Pico Hanma. Why do you have to give, like, the Bishonen? The one who gets, like, the most squeals from, like, a lot of fangirls. the Pico Pico Hands. I just love it. Thank you. Yeah, no, Matt, you're right. You can't enter these dungeons again, so make sure to get as much treasures as possible. So away we go. I like the whole shadow effect that happened. I'll show it again after this battle, but I really like his shadow effect. Nice little touches. And the shadow effect is even in battle too, but that's just a general thing you've come to expect at this point for Tales games. I think the shadows in SFC version were just like black circles, or even what's it called? In GBA they were black circles too, I think, or just like faint blobs of what should be above them. Yeah, the shadow effect here with the light, nice touch. Alright, let's see here. Right, something I keep forgetting to comment about, but I never really bothered to do at all in any playthrough of this game, where to switch the, you can switch the Swordians among users, and they can cast their Swordian spells. So it's a nifty little, why are you casting dual storms? That's not nice. But yeah, it's a nice little feature because like everyone has voice clips for them. It's a very good attention to detail. You can hear Stanse, Pico Pico Hanma, singing Rudy, Ophelia. Alright, let's activate the switch. And I don't think it does anything yet. 2 months since I touched this dungeon. Alright. So low on energy right now. Maybe I should just say. I'm gonna say before. No, I'll say before the boss fight, and we'll just call it from there. It's a great way to start off in a boss fight the next day, anyway. But I might as well just say the question now. Again, follow the link on screen there. Make sure to follow the giveaway rules, and make sure that for those who are tuning in for the first time, it's for Tales of Exilia Choose Collector's Edition giveaway. Make sure to follow the rules on screen and from the link. If you don't have a valid entry without the information, then it's invalid. Redundancy as finest. The question is, who do we rescue at Moreau Castle? Timer starts now, and the question should be up shortly. There we go. Let's keep going. Again, please don't say the answer in the chat, etc., etc. No more life bottles. Can't carry any more of them. No. Let's go beat him up. Rudy, you have a healing spell. Heal yourself. Rudy, don't be a hero, no! Stay back, Rudy. Stay back. Thank you. Heal yourself. Look at your HP. Rudy! Thank you, finally. Don't be a hero and use snipe air. Now she's healing. A little too late on that, though. Alright, let's see. Let's go through this castle. Wow, I can't get this treasure chest if I don't use a green gel. Way to go, treasure chest design. And it was just for an orange shell, there was no point. No point at all. Oh yeah, so I guess I should be covering a little bit more of the skills here. Stan actually learned Vortex. Guess what it is? We borrowed it from Gar. Yes. Don Kuken's all around. I think I might change that. Change that back to Rakuzan and Spin Slash, I'm sorry, and change it to Vortex. Yes, I gotta keep in consistency with the terms of this game. Go, go! Beat up the blue Mickey Mouse. Come on. Again, you must make sure you have the answer to the question, your live stream name, your first name, and initial of your last name. As it says in the instructions. Can't carry anymore. Flare bottle. Minty, if I can understand the answer, I mean, like, what's it called? As long as you have, like, the name of the person, essentially you're good. If you try to be a little bit vague with it, if I can figure it out, then sure, otherwise you essentially just want the name. I can't imagine if someone were to go 5 or 6 words for it. I'd be surprised, and maybe I'll feel a little bit. I'm like give you a "you tried" sticker or something, but we'll see. Some of these are these are all food. This place has a ton of food. Tarazi, huh? But I can't carry any more brie. The blank of blank within the blank's blank blank. That would be a very interesting answer. Oh yeah, they're not lizardmen anymore, they're dragon newts. These stupid sorcerers smell first aid. Kill him quick. You know what worked here? Vortex. Yes. The Duke of Fonfabra. The Foam Master. Yes. Yes. Man, I never knew for a long time that running increased your encounter rate. It just feels so weird walking, but at the same time, I know I'm going faster because of it. Maybe that's why I realize I'm going too fast. Okay, let's give the orange shell to Stan here. Is this dungeon also obnoxious? Oh yeah, I remember now. I remember. Did the volume drop for anybody, or is it just me? Okay, let's keep going. Did it get louder? Minty, you're kidding me, are you? 7 words? Are you sure, Minty? Minty? Oh man, I don't know. I kind of want to do the snapshot now, but I have to wait till the end of the timer. Oh, Minty, what have you done? So yeah, we just dropped that plant from above. A little bit of a block pusher, but thankfully not too long, I think, because we just dropped the plant further down, and that should have done something. I can't remember what, though. It's my destiny to play Tales of Destiny. Go, go, go. So yeah, the combos, if you've seen here, I haven't talked about it for a while, but yeah. The combo, the hit counter here, it also increases the amount of experience you have. And the rate is odd, because sometimes for 9 hits you get about like 200 something. For 7 you get 62. I don't understand how the rate works really. I'll need to look into it, maybe. We'll see. Oh yeah, I can't carry anymore Bree. I might as well use some Bree then. So, remember everybody, only play this game just for a script if you want to experience it yourself, otherwise play the Destiny R version. It's quirky, the script is quirky, but otherwise, again, stay with Hearts R. Destiny R. We'll be getting Hearts R soon this year. Again, something I'm looking forward to. Let's kill the Newt. Oh my god, I just realized the timer was off there. Wow, everything's just going... I'm just really tired today. There we go. It's like Legendia, you play the game for the script too. Even though, you know... I told myself, I don't care anymore. I don't care right now. I'm not at that state of mind at the moment to care. Did I use all my holy bottles yet? Did I not buy holy bottles? Oh, that store didn't have holy bottles. Crap. Well, time to use a wormy apple. wormy apples. Wherefore art thou? It's gotten to the point where I'm eating disgusting apples. It's so gross, but I have to eat it. I just have to. I need people to be scared of me. More fighting at the same. 9 hits, that's good. Storm, not so good. Let's go kill that sorceress. It knows Storm, and it can heal. I don't think it hit any of us, though. Huh. I should have made one of the questions, like, translations and such, but it would have been easier to see the answer. Like, what is... Oh, nice dual Hylian Kyaku there. What is Hylian Kyaku translated to? Kick attack. Maybe next time. Wait, what sentence? I'm not paying attention to what I say anymore. What sentence did I say? What am I doing wrong here? Where are we? Life bottle. No one died. Okay, so random encounter right now? Nope. We'll wait until the next room. Oh wait, there was no room there. Where did the plant land? I forgot. Sure, if you want to, Minty. Did the sound just get quieter for me? I feel like the game audio got suddenly quiet. Stop first aiding. Soryu Lengazan. Come on. Stan's gonna learn that soon eventually. Cannot wait. Did the sound just get quieter, or is it just me? Maybe it's just me, I don't even know. So, we got Missile Sword for Majin Ken. We have Vortex for Severing Wind. Spin Slash for Tempest. Kick Attack for... what's it called? Swallow Dance. I'm just going around in circles here, what the hell? Minty, what are you doing? Stop! Minty, stop! What are you doing, Minty? Oh, I gotta eat another wormy apple. I must ingest the worms. I need worms in my system. Oh my god, why am I eating worms? Why are my Tails characters eating worms willingly? Let's go. Ugh, dual storms. Murder all you. Take that. Stop storming. It takes so much of my HP away. Thank you, Rudy. Oh, I thought it froze there. I wouldn't be so happy about that. Don't want my disc to just suddenly give up on me. Ooh, 11 hits. 12 hit combo. Way to go, Leon. Carry the combo. People need to be scared of me. I need to eat worms. Give me worms. I must eat all the worms. Okay, let's just get these ripe orange. Yes! Yes! This. Wow! Did you see that? I got a loser. What? Screw you! Well, you're the loser. Yeah. Okay, I think that's the best item they put in this game in the treasure chest. They put a loser in the treasure chest. I don't want a loser. Take it back. Bee fights. Alright, let's see here. Oh, water. I'm tired of water. And I don't think I can cross. Crap, I gotta turn up a bob. This is the same castle. This is the exact same castle. I'm mad. I feel like the game insulted me. Calling me a loser for eating worms. Well, maybe I do enjoy ingesting some slimy creatures down my throat. Oh, man. Leon, the enemy's at the other side. You don't Soryu Renga-san, that's a Soryu Renga can't. Oh god, that was so bad. Please help me. Please help me. Why did I even say that? New skills, though. Nice. Okay, let's keep our sanity and find our way through here. Nothing. Oh, no, the plant's here! What? What? I just had a destiny moment. That's where my plant fell in. Okay, let's keep going down. Oh, more food. What have we got here? Mesh. Biwa. Alright, let's take these guys down. More of the same. Sorcerers are going to cast Storm. Oh no, oh no, oh no! Oh gosh, oh man! No! Ow, that's like, literally, it feels like 10% of my HP each time I get hit by it. Well, should be good now, and let's keep going. More green gels. How many times have we gotten the green gel drop in this game? Lemon gel, thank you. Crossum. Nice! Actual weapons! What? Weapons? Armor? In a place like this? Oh, and it's just one too. Huh. Mithril mesh. Yes, that's what it is. Just got our Mithril Mesh early in the game, guys. More treasure. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen this room, actually, on my first playthrough. Huh. Okay, then. Is anyone getting tired of Bared Fangs yet? I'm surprised I'm not really tired of the theme. That means it's a good battle theme. Go, Dankuken! Alright, let's go more Rakuzen. Force. Oh, yeah! Yeah! Force. Right, Leon learned that too. Force is basically your beast. Oh, stun. Okay, sour milk. They stopped doing the whole, like, one battle theme since this game. Who keeps... Okay, let's be serious here. As much as I obsess over wormy apples, who keeps wormy apples in treasure chests? What kind of sicko are you? Alright. I mean to say for Mook battles, this game has only one Mook battle theme. And, Fantasia has one Mook battle theme. It's only until Eternia when they start getting, more than one Mook battle theme. That's a very good explanation, Belfrost. That makes sense. But, okay, here's a better question. Why would you keep an apple? There are some apples here that are still fine in the treasure chest. I like poking logic at things, don't mind me. I do it for fun. I do it for fun because I love Tales and such. It's just... When a game has... I know this game has some logical things here and there. And I like it for that. But when there's games... I like poking fun at logic. Go, go. Yeah, looks like I'll go beat you in that one, CP. But, let's see here. Tales of Destiny, just going around in circles. Just going around. When the question timer, like, ends and I'm still in the same place, I'm gonna resort to a map. Again. I'm sorry, children of the late 90s. I have access to one now, and I'm sorry that you guys didn't. But this dungeon does have one puzzle that we were just talking about earlier. And I don't know. I'm kind of curious to test my knowledge again. Kill the sorceress! Destroy the sorceress! With some force! Also, what am I gonna say here? Something about... I forgot already. Okay, can you tell I'm tired? You know how much of this drained me? So much. Oh jeez. Why does Ice Wall seem to have a bit of a delay? Oh, okay. Alright. Safety. Oh my god. Wow, Rudy. Nice heal. I forgot. She doesn't need first aid anymore, and it's so odd to see Rudy using heal a lot now. Oh. Ugh. Treasure chest, what you got? Melange shell, but I can't carry anymore. I haven't been using melange shells much recently. Maybe I should just use one now. There we go. How many people are looking forward to the Excelia part of this marathon? That's not the way. I know you do, Minty. I wasn't expecting any answer less from you. Oh, I love that slap sound effect at the end. It pushes them so far away. Stun is the innovative the Shishisenko. Gotta love it. What was voted for? What was decided by votes? Again, all these games, for those of you who haven't heard of the marathon stream before this, all these games were decided by votes. So, yeah, Abyss was voted for, Destiny was voted for, and Jude's side was voted for in this game. So, that's where the in this stream. So that's where all the votes were leading up to. And tomorrow we'll be having Plaston from who did Tales Central back in the day and now has his own new website. And for Excelia we'll be having what's it called? From Tales Union we'll be having Sean. Oh yeah, I used the apples for crying out loud. How did I forget my obsession over wormy apples? But we'll be having Sean from Tales Union coming in, and we'll be having. On the other day, we'll be having Ishak from the community manager of Namco Bandai Namco in Europe, and the day after we'll be having 2014's Tales of Ambassador Lex. All in time for Excelia 2's release. Oh jeez, fire everywhere. The votes were of only, oh yeah! Mary has Shishisenko. I think her Shishisenko is better. Let's see here. I'm so lost again. I turned off the water. I guess I could traverse it. It's just that we're using a puzzle that we had in the previous dungeon. Water level changes. No, we can't have that. But, yeah. The games that were in the polls were only for localized games, so I didn't think about including Tempest at all. Oh yeah, thanks for Chase. I've been in this dungeon for so long that I forgot exactly why it's called that. Oh. Okay, let's have Vortex here and keep going from there. Have I gotten this tired before last year? The 3 games that were voted for last year for Excelia 1 were Symphonia, Legendia, and Vesperia. So we couldn't have those 3 in the polls this year. And since my localization library has expanded, I was able to add more games. Tiberius, Tiberius. Let's go to Tiberius. All for Tiberius. These are... Oh, nice. Thank cute. Oh yeah, I can't carry any more melange. Let's use one of those right now. Oh no, there was one day where I was like this tired, I think. It was for Vesperia. But we went like way overtime for that too. Vesperia and Abyss we went overtime with. Okay, let's eat another wormy apple. I think I'm gonna run out of wormy apples at this point. No, you can't take away my wormy apples from me. What are you doing? you heard it here first. Yeah. Matt knows what's up. I so want to play Tempest. Oh boy, Tempest sounds like a lot of fun. I cannot wait to experience the touchscreen fights and to prepare recipes on my touchscreen and to activate the menu by dragging the stylus from the top to the bottom. I cannot wait. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay. I don't know where I'm going anymore. Wait, to the left. No, I'm going around squares again. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, we'll pass through. No, screw you. I'm not paying 500 gold. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, let's pass through. Sure, 500 gold. This is such a rip. You wanna know why? I'll show you why, since I got enough gold from the monsters. Get a treasure chest. Okay, never mind. That's actually good. You can rest here for 500 more gold. And then when you leave... Okay, never mind. It's not a... Oh, no, no, no. This is the stupid part. You have to talk to the guy again, and then you have to pay 500 gold. Like, it's Namco. You didn't program this right. It's just stupid guard. 1,500. Okay, sure. Do I have to drag this somewhere? I get the feeling I need to. Because that guard sucks. That business sucks. Man. What is that snail doing? Oh my god, I'm gonna use a map. I've been spending so much time wandering around here in for like 40 minutes. Here we go. How was I able to figure... I guess I'm under pressure and I'm tired, so there's those two factors that I have to account for. So maybe... A took me there, and A was just a dead end. B was over there, and B brought me to C, senor. Yeah, I don't even know. He's working for the money to feed the children. He needs to save the children of the world. Where does B take you? B takes you here. ASC maps don't really work too well. But we're gonna keep trying. We're gonna keep trying. I know I'm up here. Oh yeah, I forgot. Holy bottles are drained by time limit, not by steps. Really bad. Oh, this game. Let's eat another wormy apple. By now, my party is probably dead inside. The worms have probably eaten all their, like, intestines. This is so bad. Oh, man. That is the century. Thank you, Agla. Thank you. Oh my god. Go! Kill! Kill! Never mind, I'm happy these dungeons are taking long, because I was just complaining about how quickly I was going through the game. Maybe we'll finish it tomorrow, we'll see, I don't know. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. This game. This lovely game. Okay. So we're back here again. Down we go. And I need to be taken to B, which is this way here. B takes you to this area without the water now. Why is there no water? I have no clue. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Come on, let's go, let's go. TP, I know this, but I'm just... I feel like it'd be more productive had I just fallen asleep, like, earlier, and just woke up earlier tomorrow, so that way I'd be able to stream earlier. Okay. Ba 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 ba. Bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba ba ba. I dropped the plant down here. Wait, why is the plant back? Hello? I dropped another plant down. Why? Hold on a second. That means something. Okay, the plant is gone again. So I need to find this plant now. Where could this plant have gone? Could have gone here. Let's hit the switch again, because why not? And the water is... I think the water is back. Yeah, the water is back. So, what's the point of the water being back? Let's close the water again. Okay, it's just... I've grinded too much. Retreat. I like that retreat gauge, though. It just makes me wonder why Rudy's skill, though. Okay. Let's eat another wormy apple. My party is dead. My party is dead at this point. They're dreading the wormy apple every single time I go to this menu. This is insanity at this point. This is just plain insanity. Where's the plant? I can't... On the switch? Okay, let's escape again. Where's the plant on the switch? Didn't the plant end up in that floor where I picked up the wormy apple? Okay. Is the plant back up there? No, it's already fallen. Oh, 1,000 gold! I looted someone! Yes, in a place where there's a bunch of food. Okay, let's just go down here. I'm kind of getting... Oh man, these castles are kind of starting to get on my nerves now. Oh man, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm doing so much wrong. It's been 2 months since I last practiced this and played through it, so I apologize. But we're gonna keep on trying. Gonna keep on trying. There's a switch. We must find said switch from where the plant has landed. This away. This away. And this away. Guys, we're eating another wormy apple. You better love it. Come on. Where did they go? I'm down to 5. Well, you're almost spared. CP, how dare you make it swear? CP! That language! CP. Oh, CP. Why? Just why? Why would you do that? When in doubt, go to the dot. Oh. Hashtag smiley face, unsmiley face, cross sign, ass sign, dollar sign, hashtag sign. Like, what the heck? Where'd my plant go? Where'd my plant go? Oh, it's right here. Where do I drag it? Retreat! Retreat. Oh my gosh, where is my map? Let's get about running away from fights, yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's part 2. The bonsai hole. So B goes here. Lever is there. So, sorry, give me a second here. This is really bad right now. Oh my gosh, I didn't expect to go this far into the game, so I didn't really prepare properly for this. The bag. Jeez. Okay, I think I get it now. I think I found the error of my ways. Minty, you should send your answer to me on Skype, so that way I can read it out loud. I've already lost my sense of direction. No! Party has to eat another apple. You're gonna love wormy apples. You're gonna eat wormy apples and you will love it. You will love wormy apples. Oh, man. Okay, I might as well show off the other nifty feature about the food while we're here. There's another piece of food that kind of has an effect itself. It kind of caught me off guard because I used it here the first time. Hopefully you'll do the same thing here. This blowfish. 1,800, and it's also cheap. The only problem is, if you use it, someone gets poisoned. Little details like that is what makes this game great. I mean, it makes sense. It's logic. You eat a blowfish, someone gets poisoned. It sounds like I'm happy about this, but I mean, I'm not happy about Corel being poisoned, but still. Little details like that is what makes me love this game. Alright, now back to figuring out where to go. Alright, see ya, Matt. Thanks for dropping in for wandering around in Two Castles, the game. Like, ugh. Okay, but let's see here. I think I gotta drop the stupid planet. No, never mind. Okay, so from here, I have to go back into this room. Use the door south of them. What? No, I gotcha, Minty. At least we're grinding. You know how bad of a player I am. I need to grind to make sure that I'm good against these bosses. These bosses are so hard. Okay, so from here... Was the bonsai supposed to drop here or something? Wait a second. Did I not touch this room at all? I never went this far. I never went this far. I went to all 3 rooms of that one room, including the stairs, except for this one part of the... You're telling me I never went this... I never went this far? You're telling me I went to all those rooms and all those places for nearly an hour repeatedly and not went to that one room? Are you... I don't... You're the... And I... I thought I went to all 4 rooms, but the one corner at the bottom right. Oh man, this is what happens when you have lack of sleep and just seeing castle after castle after room after room. Oh my gosh! How? Just how? How did I manage to do that? Only in the marathon stream! Only in the freaking marathon stream! Let's move on! Finally! This puzzle room is where you test your zodiac skills. I dig it. My sister and I had a good time figuring this one out. But now I'm really at a point of my time here where I'm absolutely confused. Aquarius. No, that's wrong. They flash if you're wrong, so you're starting back at the start of the dungeon, this thing again. Gotta go through them in order. We start with Aquarius. No, that was Aquarius there. Capricorn. Capricorn was, which one was Capricorn? You're Capricorn. There you go. Then we go Aquarius, which is this guy. Thing. I think it's Pisces next, which is, this? No, wrong. And then you gotta reset it again. Okay, no worries, no worries. Aquarius. And then, can't be Pisces. That one in the top left doesn't make any sense, though. No, Gemini is, no, I know that's last, Sagittarius. So, this one. No. Okay, I think I'm just guessing and checking at this point, so I don't even want to keep my memory up. But this was fun back when I was trying to figure it out. Here it's just, I'm just going through things. I'm just going through things. Let's just do this one. No, wrong one. The other one was no, that's Scorpio that I touched. Ha 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 ha. La dee da dee da dee da da dee da da dee da dee da 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 da. I don't even know. This dungeon just made me mad, so mad, so mad, so mad. I just remembered Capricorn and Aquarius because that's my sister and my birthdays, and that's it. That's it. Okay, again! Again! Where's, I'm gonna guess this one? No. Oh, I'm just done right now. That. Fish! Fish! Yes! Okay, after the fish. After the fish, I'm gonna guess it's, you. Oh, wow, I got that one right. And then I think it's gonna be this one. No, 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 that's wrong. Okay, let's do it again. Yay! 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. I almost got a memory lapse there. 5? Okay, cool. And, after that, 6. No, no, no. Let's do it again. Yay, just relearning the horoscopes. Gotta love it, gotta love it. Let's get this one. Alright. And then let's get the boar. And then, oh no! No! Questions down, yeah. Let me remove the question first. Okay, I'm gonna read your answer soon once I get to the save point, Minty. This one, okay. And then now I think it's a scorpion. No, it's not the scorpion, I think it's a crab. It's gone to the point where I say crab, crab, crab. Okay, let's get Aquarius. And then we get the fishies. And then we get the lambs? And then we get this. And then we get the twins. And then, it's not Scorpion. Let's get Leo! No! 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 Oh! Let's go back! Capricorn! Aquarius! Fishies! The lamb! The boar! And the twins. Okay, let's try the crab. Okay, cool. Now after the crab, I'm gonna get the scorpion. No, no, why do I always mess with the scorpion? Oh, this is fun. This is fun. I'm just guessing at this point. I don't even care right now. But at least I'm kind of learning. And I'm gonna forget about it again. I'm gonna forget about it again. Let's go to the land. And then the sword. And then the twins. And then the crab. And then let's go for the fairy here. No, no, Sylph was not the answer. Why? Sylph was never the answer. Screw you, Sylph. I never liked you at all. Let's see here. I don't even know. The lamb. No, I did it too early. Haha, it was the fishies first, then the lamb. It's the goat that swims in the water, where it finds the fishies, and with the fishies you see the sheep there that's eating with the goat, and there you see a boar that kills them both, and with the boar you find 2 girls there who stop the boar, but then they get distracted by a crab. And with the crab there, they suddenly run into a ferocious lion. And with that lion, they started to see their own mother. And oh my god, how is this working? And with their mother, the mother decides that justice is the answer. Oh my god! And with justice, they realize that the scorpion is the prosecutor that will bring the arrow of light. What the fuck? What the shit? How did I bullshit that? Oh my god! 1 hour of this puzzle and we did it! How the fuck hell? How the hell did we pull that off? But okay, we did it! We did it! They just bullshitted that! What the fuck? Okay. I'm gonna read the answer to the question, courtesy of Minty. She Skyped it to me, so let's see it. How the fuck did I bullshit that? But anyway, let's see it. So this is the answer of the question, courtesy of Minty. While we were in Moreau Castle, we rescued both the son of the former Lord Moreau, Fate, and his wonderful wife, Liana. That is the answer of the question. How? I still can't believe I bullshitted that. How the fuck? Anyway. I need to take a little break from that. What the hell? No, actually, we're gonna end it off right here. I'm sorry, I'm done. I'm done with this game. If this game made me, like, bullshit through the freaking answer of their puzzle, I'm done. We're gonna be back tomorrow with this. Just this. I can't anymore. I'm done. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I'm done. Also, I just want to clarify one more thing. I was just referring to Fate himself, but Liana's okay too. Whatever. Fate is fine, Liana's fine, really. How much could you remember from me going through that dungeon for 1 hour and this dungeon for another? So don't worry about it. As long as you have either or of them rescued, we're okay. We're okay. Okay, now I'm gone.